If you want to fail in property investing in 2026, there are actually a few very reliable ways to do it. And the truth is, most people who make these mistakes aren't careless or reckless. They are simply following logic that sounds correct on the surface. Hi everyone, I'm Dave Tan. I help homeowners to structure their property decision properly so they don't just buy something that looks good today, but something that can still perform 5 to 10 years down the road. 2026 is not a reckless market. It is not a crash market either. It is a selective market. Buyers compare harder. Resale competition is tighter and outcomes are no longer uniform, even within the same project. So instead of telling you what to buy today, I will show you what not to do. I'll walk you through 4 common behavior that quietly leads to poor outcome. Because sometimes avoiding the wrong move is more powerful than chasing the next good deal. So firstly, it is about prioritizing square feet. Yes, it has been how we look at property and it's part of our thought process as you upgrade from your current place to your next one. You start thinking, oh, I want to have a property that is more than 1,300 square feet with 3 bedrooms. I mean, the bigger the better, right? But what if I tell you square feet in 2026 doesn't determine size at all? And why is that so? Because when URA implement the GFA harmonization policy, the layouts today are smaller in square footage and yet they are more functional and livable than layout in 2016. 10 years apart doesn't just mean 10 years older. It means 10 years of improved layout, and this new rule actually benefit the consumer more than the developers. Take for example this particular layout that is from 2016. You can see over here and there are all the excessive balconies, the planter box and bay windows. Moreover, the bedrooms are also relatively small, and as compared to this layout, you will realize that even though the square feet is lower, the bedroom can at least all fit a queen size bed, which then increase the livability of things. And when there is an increased livability, there will be an increased demand, and hence helping you to preserve your exit strategy, giving you that strong capital gain should one day you choose to exit the property. So chasing after the square foot is not a good idea. So chasing the square foot route is a great idea if you are looking to fail. But if you are looking for something that gives you a long-term sustainability, natural demand and not overpaying because of a higher inflated space due to all the wasted area, then don't focus on square footage. The next one, waiting for the next better new launch. Let's face it, this is very normal. Who doesn't like new things, right? It's like having the latest iPhone or the latest car model, and you always have this thinking in mind that newer is always better. But is that really true? Okay, come, let's take a look at this particular example. This is Penrith, a project that I've shared with some of my clients. And back then when I was talking about this project, I told my clients that there are a lot of plus points for this project. Good location, good proximity to MRT, harmonized project, etc. It is also something, if you look at the starting from price, something that is cheaper or even comparable to the resale price out there. So overall, we can say this is a very good project. But let's take a deeper look at the entry price of Penrith today. Now, people has entered from 2,347 square feet to the highs of 3,100 square feet. It is good if you enter at this price, but is it really good if you enter Penrith today at 3,000 per square feet? Now, is that really a good entry price or not? Oh, then you might tell me, oh Dave, don't worry, I won't enter at that price. Correct. But here's what happens in reality. You walk into a show flat, it's crowded, there's so many people, there's so many energy, you get so excited because everyone is looking at the same development. You are instantly convinced that this is a good project and you put in your check for the balloting. Then on the day of the booking itself, queue number may be not so good, but we still go down anyway, and you can see that the place is still jam-packed with people. And when it's your turn, you can see that the units are flying left, right, center, everywhere. And you tell yourself, okay, I might as well go for it since I'm already here. And then isn't that exactly what has happened? That is the reason why more than 50% of the buyers who have bought into Penrith may have actually bought the wrong unit or the wrong development, right? Or the other scenario is that you tell yourself, okay, never mind, I'll wait for the next new launch. And then what is the story here? Because from 2023 to 2026, there has been an overview of checks. a lot of the buyers didn't get what they want, and then they keep going on to the next one, which then leads to the snowballing of checks. And for this year, we know that we have a very limited supply of new launches for the first 6 months of the year. So guess what is going to happen? The same effect is going to happen. So am I right to say that when we anticipate this pattern that is happening right now, can we then explore what are some of the potential options that we can go for elsewhere? But of course, if you guys want to have a clearer understanding, hit me up. We can chat a little bit more on the site. This is not something that I can cover in the video in just 5 to 10 minutes. We'll go through a whole comprehensive sharing all the way from market alignment to timing to fundamentals like supply and demand. And then after, how are we able to help you to choose something that can meet your needs and also give you the capital gain that you're looking for. Okay, now for the third one, it will be about freehold versus leasehold. Are you one of them? Now, imagine this. You guys have just exited from your HDB, which have you guys some handsome profit. And from a leasehold HDB property, you are able to make enough capital to go on to the next upgrade, which is a private property. And suddenly you are thinking, I want to get the best of both worlds. I want to get into a private condo and also into something that is freehold. But is this really the top priority that you should be considering when you're buying your next home in 2026? The answer is of course no. So, first of all, freehold is not free, correct? And freehold is not forever because your building is not forever, your leaves are not forever, and more importantly, your layouts are not forever. So if you remember what I said about point 1 in terms of square feet and GFA harmonization policy, this is going to be a big red flag if you are just going for freehold versus leasehold. Okay? Because in today's market, there are a lot of freehold property that have not been performing well for many years. And because of today's resale peak in the market, a lot of these freeholds are disguised as good buy. And you, being a new upgrader, you guys are excited going to see the houses you want, but end up you look for a freehold and you're going to pay with what? You're actually going to pay with time, right? Because this freehold took so much time to grow, and now you're taking over this unit from the previous owner, and for this owner to go and buy something that is leasehold, which can then, perform better. So don't prioritize freehold over leasehold. And of course, it's not to say that you cannot buy freehold at all. If you have the budget to go for something that is good in terms of layout, efficiency in terms of the square feet, and still freehold, then of course the answer is go ahead. But if not, and especially if you look at this chart, you will realize that freehold and leasehold perform equally well over a period of 15 years. Of course, again, this is a very generic chart. If you want to look at it from a deeper point of view, we'll have a lot more to talk about it as well. So if you are enjoying this video so far and would like to know more on how to plan your real estate journey, scan the QR code or reach out directly to me at 88330687. Okay, last but not least, holding out for the target price. And this is the final point, and it is also the most detrimental point that most of you might make this mistake. That is to hold out for your target price. And again, I'm probably speaking to two groups of people. That will be the HDB upgrader and also the condo upgrader. Now, there is this problem in today's market. I need to sell high because everything is higher. I have to buy even higher. And if you think about it, does this even make sense? Guess what? Looking at HDB growth of 2025, full year we grew 2.9%. And for the last quarter in Q4, there is actually no growth. What does that mean to you? Essentially, what it says is that you have lesser capital to work with. And when you have lesser capital to work with, your upgrading becomes tougher, right? So what will you do? You will hold and wait for the target price to come. But sorry to say this, you will be in a tougher situation because in 2026, this year, we are seeing tons and tons of HDB flats coming into the supply. MOP flats, sales of balance, BTOs. Now, if today I'm a buyer, why would I want to pay for your inflated price? And if you're holding on for that target price, please have a bit of adjustment. It is not about your target price. It is about to unlock your current property so you can capitalize on your paper gain to move into the next place, and you can protect the capital that has grown from your current HDB. And more importantly, at the next step, how are we able to help to spot something that not only can protect your capital, but it can also help you progress to your asset as well. And that is why my first 3 pointers also come into consideration for you guys to consider whenever you are holding out or doing your upgrading per se. Now, on to the second target audience, we'll be speaking directly to the private upgraders. The private upgraders will also have similar thinking as well. I sell high, I have to buy higher. But is that really true? In fact, in today's market, for this category of buyer, there are also 2 different subgroups. One of you is upgrading because of a need. You guys need the space, right? You need a location, need a school, and when it's driven by this kind of needs, then what I have in my secure framework, it will be able to help you guys to execute a selling at your optimal price so that your upgrading becomes smooth. And then, with my resale profiling system, I will be able to help you guys to profile something that can help you identify what is a good resale. Now, for the second subgroup of buyers, you are thinking of asset progression. You are thinking of selling to rebuild your capital building cycle. And when you go on to this route, you will say, oh, then all the more I need to sell high because the next place PSF that I buy will be higher. Then I think you're focusing on the wrong thing. Again, you're focusing solely on PSF. And as I mentioned, it shouldn't be so PSF driven anymore because of the GFA harmonization policy, correct? And because as the size goes smaller, it is only natural that the PSF goes up. Hence, today, we don't focus on PSF. We focus on the quantum, right? The overall quantum. Okay guys, this is all I have for you today. And these are the 4 factors that you need to bear in mind, and you will greatly determine if you will fail or succeed in your property journey in 2026. If after watching this video and you're still unsure or unclear, reach out for a one-to-one consult with me. I will share with you a more in-depth insights, my framework, and my ebooks. And also, if you enjoyed this video, do give me a like and subscribe so you encourage me to do more content and share valuable knowledge about the Singapore property market. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.